morning. Good morning. Morning Mike's here on a beautiful Monday, October 20th. Is that right? Morning Mike's brought to you by Venbrook Insurance, our fantastic friends at Venbrook. Yes, I'm operating with the only glasses I could find. These are the only ones left. I was scrambling for glasses all over the place. I don't know where these came from. That's the problem with glasses. I got to get the eyes fixed. I've just got a million pairs. And they are all just now down to, terrible. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sue B. Good morning, Sue. I don't know where you are, but I hope you're just having the best time. Joy, good morning, Mama. The line dancing. Oh my God, was she hungover? I went, my daughter's 21st birthday, Friday night. We went to Desert 5 Spot. It's called. I guess they have one in New York and they have one in LA. That's a nice picture from the summer right there. We went line dancing, folks, and I will say it was kind of a bummer because, well, I didn't know, they didn't tell me, but she brought like 7 friends, and I sent them the LA Golf Sprinter van to pick them up at USC with like beers and White Claws in the van, like the Sprinter van. Like they're like, yay! They meet us at this, taco bar that's a block away from the line dancing. So we all crush a bunch of food and everybody has fun. Then we go to the place. 4 girls got their IDs taken. I didn't know they weren't. I figured, I looked the other way. You don't ask, right? 4 of them just got thrown. I'm like, my daughter's like, no. And I'm like, oh God, this is not going well. Shoot. Now I'm on the hook for the VIP, whatever corner with the bottle service and the whole thing. 2 bottles of Casamigos and some mix, 15 hunch right off the bat. Your basic, like entry level, whatever. And then you order whatever on top. But I lost like serious partiers. So my daughter was like, I'm not going. I'm going to stick with my friends. And I'm like, no, yeah. And the friends were like, no, you need to go. So 3 of her friends got in with her. Me, her mother, my ex-mother-in-law, 82 years old. She came. My nephew, Lucas, drove up from San Diego. He came. My middle daughter, Mary's boyfriend, Ellis, of course, he was there. So it was just wild. Let me show you this. Oh, my God. This is just, it's just too much. But you know what? Really cute. There's my girl. I'll show you a little picture of her dancing because I forgot to send these to Steve. Let's see. I can't see it. These glasses are so bad. I'm blind as a bat. Blind as a bat. Cannot see a thing. Let's see. Here's a nice picture of the team. Here's some.
Here we go.
Here's some of the kids. Now, there's some of the kids out there. Lily is a good little dancer. I'll tell you that. She turned, oh my God, look at these Australian guys come over. So these Australian guys are dancing right by our little corner. And look at my mother-in-law. She's 82. And she's like, okay, hey, y'all, let's dance. Woo! She's rocking out. Oh my God. It was just crazy. And look, and there we go. We are now on the dance floor. There's me and my daughter, Josie. There's Graham. There we are swinging around the room. Yeah, it was really great. 21 years old. Your youngest one is 21 years old. That's it. And, I had that vasectomy like 2 months after she was born. There's just no way. See, my brother, my guest on Hot Mics today, an interview that we did at the announcement when he ran, he's announcing that he is running for governor of Maine. So Brother John, he has a whole second litter. He's got 5 kids exactly like mine. The youngest one is 21. The oldest one is 29. And He's also got a 6 and a 4 in the caboose area. I said, oh, man. Baby. Not for me. Really fun night. Absolutely. Thank you, Katie. We had such a ball. She loved it. Good morning, Joy Schmeha. Billy and Steve, good morning. Good morning, Jewel. Where are we? Oh, my God. Look at this. My youngest is 43. Holy mackerel. Good for you. Would you have gone out to the big gig? Billy and Steve, oh, look at this. The conversation with Bill Maher dropped today. I listened this morning. It was very good, although Maher a little weird about welcoming creepy Andrew, don't you? Oh, yes. Oh, God, I forgot about that. So wait, the whole conversation, did Bill Maher drop it this morning? It came out Monday morning? I saw a little Instagram promo from last night. Yeah, so I did an interview. I think we all talked about this, but I did Club Random with Bill Maher. When she says Andrew, okay, that's interesting. I told the story on Bill Maher, and if you haven't, you can listen to Bill's episode with me. But I told him the story of how this guy followed me in to the Four Seasons Hotel in New York City one time. No one expected for us to start this morning here, but I went into the Four Seasons Hotel. I was staying there when I was working for Access Hollywood, and I had been at the Nike store down the street. I buy a bunch of things, some running gear, whatever. I go into the hotel, past the, there's no one checking room keys at the elevator bank. I just get into the elevator. I press the 12th floor. This guy gets in with me, and he's standing in there, and I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? I push 12, and he's like, hi. Door closes, and he goes, are you Billy Bush? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, oh, yeah, I watch you sometimes. I said, oh, that's nice. Thank you. Yeah, and he's like, yeah, okay. All right. We go to 12. I'm like, do you want to floor? He goes, no. I'm like, he must be on my floor. I get out at 12. I walk out. He walks out too. And I'm like, oh, look at that. We're on the same floor. Anyway, I go there. I turn right towards my room. He goes there and turns left down the hall. And I get my room open, whatever. And I'm looking, hey, see you later, dude. Have a good day. Boom. I walk in. I got to go have dinner with my mom. So I'm kind of in a scramble. I turn on the shower. Bump. As the shower is running and the clothes come basically off except the underwear. Who could that be? Jeez, wasn't expecting anyone. It's like 5:30. Back to the door. Hello? Hey, Billy. Hi, it's Andrew from the, I assume it's Andrew. I'm using the name Andrew, but, Bill latched on the one. He did say his name in the elevator. I've tuned it out. Tried to tune the whole damn thing out. And I said, well, what can I do for it? And I had the latch on, so I just kind of open it a little bit. I'm like, what's up? And he's like, hey, I'm standing there, got the robe on, whatever. And he goes, just wondering if you wanted to grab a drink, like a quick drink down in the lobby. And I go, that's weird. I'm like, met you in the elevator. You're like, I watched you on TV. Like, this is not good. I'm like, God, you know what? I can't. So nice of you. I'm meeting my mother for dinner. So there's no, and he's like, no, okay. Well, how about a quick drink? And I'm like, how about a quick drink? Like, we're going to go do a shot or something. And then I run back up and take a shower. Like, who are you? No, I really, no, I'm going to have dinner with my mom. I'm sorry, I can't, but thank you for asking. He goes, wait, how about one of those? Or how about one of these? And he looks down in my groin, like right down at my unit. And he goes, how about, one of these? And I was like, oh, a quick drink is a euphemism for a BJ or whatever. I'm like, whoa, no, but thank you. Bang. I close the door and I'm like, oh my God, holy shit. Who is that man? What the hell? And I'm freaking out. My heart rate is like going a million miles an hour. I go to the phone. I pick up the phone. I'm like, I need to speak to the general manager immediately. the front desk, and they're like, yes, of course, we'll get the general manager. I get them and go, excuse me, there is a guy on my floor named Andrew. Look it up. It's Andrew, and he's on my floor on the 12th floor, and the dude just totally propositioned me outside my room. What kind of shithole are you running here? And this, and I'm going nuts. And they're like, Mr. Bush, I'm sorry. Oh, my God, this is horrendous. Well, look it up. And so they're like, oh, my God, we don't have an Andrew. We don't see an Andrew. And Andrew, anything. I go, yo, it's Andrew. But then you have to, and then everyone, we all sort of like, we stop for a second. I'm like, that dude, wait a minute. Not a guest. Not a guest. Mr. Bush, I don't think, maybe it's possible that there's not. I'm like, oh, God. We all realize this dude followed me in from the street. Well, I chewed this guy out. I said, how in the world can you have the Four Seasons Hotel in the middle of Midtown New York, and you're allowed, anyone can walk off the street and right to the elevator bank and go up to any room? You don't have someone checking room keys at this hotel? The Saudi prince could be down the hall. What are you run? Well, from that moment forward, they had a security guard right there at the elevator bank checking security. So when you look at that security guard, it's the Billy Bush. It's the Billy Bush effect, okay? Because he was propositioned by a creepy man who literally followed me down the street, followed me into the hotel, and right up the elevator bank. So Bill Maher, I tell him this story, and Bill Maher decides, who's sitting there ripping a huge joint and sipping a tequila, and he's like, yeah, he's like, but are we being a little hard on Andrew? And I'm like, are we being hard on Andrew? What are you talking about, Bill? He's like, yeah, I mean, the guy, he's like looking to have a good, we don't want to he's not a bad guy. And I'm like, he's just looking for some action. I'm like, no, Bill, he's a bad guy. He followed, don't make this no, you don't get to play devil's advocate here. And I fought him. I fought Bill. And Bill was not trying to give me the old, are you homophobic thing? No, he wasn't doing that. It had nothing to do with, this has nothing to do with the man's sexuality. This has to do with the fact, if a woman followed me in and well, what did she look like? No, I'm just kidding. That's not, no, not like that, right? I need a little getting to know you, okay? I like to be understood. I like to be talked to. But that is a scary thing. Love that you did that. Stand up for what's right. Thank you, Yvette. I was freaked the F out. Terrified. Whew. You know what? ChatGPT does the erotica. Now, this could be like one of those stories. Wow, Steve, hold on. This could be a good move. So the other day, because you can now, ChatGPT will print erotica, right? Not porn, but erotica, like hot stories. Write me a tale of erotica about a woman named Andrea who follows a man named Billy into the Four Seasons Hotel, up to his floor in the hotel and propositions him at his room, ? Let's see what ChatGPT comes up with. I can't create or describe sexually explicit. I'm not asking you to. I can write non-explicit, tension-driven, yes. Yes, non-explicit, tension-driven, suspenseful story. Yeah, I wanted to be clear about that. Oh, Steve, do we have any kind of, Steve, can you find some nice little music that's,
let's see what I can do here.
Yeah, just find that we can chat about other things but the elevator ride. It's been written already. ChatGPT has written the elevator ride starring Billy and Andrea. I'm not doing the gay erotica. That's not happening right now. It's too early. I can't do it. Charlie Sheen. I watched the documentary last night because Charlie and I are hitting the road this weekend. Ooh. The other side of the menu, he calls it. Interesting. Can't imagine a buzz big enough to do the other side of the menu. I just think, whatever. But for Charlie, he was just needing something weird. He was needing something different. Give me a charge. I can't find dope. He was running out of places to find dopamine, Charlie Sheen. So he flipped the menu. Isn't that amazing? He must have flipped the menu a lot because he got HIV and the whole thing. And he remembers telling the kid, Kat, you like that? Did you like to say you laughing about the Andrew story? God almighty. Can you believe that? Richard, you protest too much, Billy. I know. My hairstylist, Tommy's coming over to do my cut my hair today because it's getting a little outrageous. He's like, Billy, one of these days, I'm telling you. I said, I don't know. Sorry about the Giants. Oh, my God. The Giants it's the worst game in the history of football. 1,062 consecutive wins in the NFL by a team who's leading by 18 points in the final 6 minutes of a game. If you're leading by 18 points or more with 6 minutes left in the game, 1,062 consecutive wins by that team, except the New York Giants. And by the way, everyone is cheering. Everyone is high-fiving me. I have one of my great friends is a Denver Bronco fan. And I know he's at the game. And when there was 6 minutes left, I said, I'm thinking about texting him a little smiley face. And then I said, you know better. You know better. No Giants fan celebrates with it. No, this is not over. And I knew it. I had a sinking feeling. We will find a way to snatch victory out of the jaws of defeat. And we did. This Mekatamni, the 25-year-old Northern Ireland kicker who joined the Giants via the International Player Pathway, program, promoted from the practice squad to the active roster, played a little at Rutgers, missed 2 field goals, pulled one left, shanked one right when he missed that, and it was a two-point game with under a minute left. I said, that's it. That's it. And they shat the bed. Shat the bed all over the place. Look at Jackson Dart. Look at this. Look at this photo. My God. Just look at it. This kid I love, but he's got to settle down. He's online trolling Justin Herbert's girlfriend. He's, I love him, but he's got to settle down. Wait, what is this? Not to be mean, because, I love BB, but you could have used one's help for the random podcast. You wore a regular t-shirt and white sneakers. I would have hooked my man up. Yeah, I didn't dress for the podcast. I don't know. I used to have the wardrobe, Julie at Extra and my beloved Nicole at Access Hollywood. I dress for nothing now. I gotta maybe take a little more care, but what do you think about the cable knit sweater with a nice white? That would have been a nice touch, right? That's just for warmth's sake. It's cold again. But look, I wonder if your team won yesterday. Steve is a Patriots fan, and I'm happy for Steve.
Yeah, it was we've had a couple good wins in a row. Well, look, we're beating teams that aren't great besides the Bills, but this is a big turnaround from the last 5 years and the Belichick leaving, and we got the right coach and we got the right quarterback. I like Jackson Dart, by the way, even though a Patriots fan, but he needs time.
He's got to settle down.
Look at this guy. Look at this.
Don't you dare call me full Don Lemon. Who said that? Who said that, American dreamer? Don Lemon. Drake May, I love this guy. He is a real stud. I want him as a son-in-law. How do I negotiate that? This guy's fantastic. Whew. Yeah, Andrea Andrews, partner. She's a pineapple. Oh, did you find my music? First place, Steve.
I got a little something here, I think.
Good for you. The Patriots. I love to see. By the way, while Bill Belichick is going the other way and the recordings get out, did you see the recording? Bill Belichick's recording with the, we'll talk about it later on Hot Mics. We've got that teed up for this afternoon. Little background in his. The Jordan Hudson thing is just gone. Now it's just gone to crazy places. She is in the coaches meeting. She is like demanding to know where's the Adobe, this, that, the next thing, Bill, who's running this? She's like in the meeting, directing people. Oh, these other coaches, I mean, it's embarrassing. Embarrassing. This man has completely lost his mind. Legendary coach. Oh my God, Baker. Oh, yeah, Joy. It's a disgrace. Okay, there's Baker Mayfield is tonight. Oh my God, that's great. Okay, wait, here we go. Hazel. Literally just finished watching you on Bill Maher. Andrew was a predator. Thankfully, you had the latch on. Yes, no. Bill was so into this story of this man following me in from the street. I think he was like getting movement. I think he was sitting there like, tell me, like, what do you think about that? And he kept bringing Andrew back up. And I'm like, Bill, let him go. I told you the story. Let him go. But he's on there. And Bill was not letting it go. So if you want to hear that, it's out there. I keep thinking Prince Andrew, the pervert. Oh, God, yeah. No, and there's more on him, right? Oh, Jesus. What is going on with this Epstein thing? I think Trump is creating so much chaos out there in other places. This No Kings thing is fantastic for him. Not only has he got AI videos dropping shit all over these protesters, but he's got, that's good. Anything that keeps the chaos and the confusion away from Epstein. And there's so much. It's always, every day, there's something new. Is Andrew code for Billy's wiener? This is not okay. Hello, Andrew, my good man. Good morning. You're up early. Absolutely not. Pedo. I love the way English people's Richard, English Dick. I love the way, I don't like the word. I don't like the concept, but I do like the way the English say pedo instead of, we say pedo, I guess. Bill Maher has loosened up in the last few years, but he still seems like a dick. Would you agree? He's funny. No. Is he slightly ornery? I don't know. He's like 70 now. But I find him to be an easy hang and an easy conversation. I really do. I like Bill a lot. What did you think of Megan's stunt in the tunnel where Diana crashed? She's absolutely classless. I think she was like trying to be subtle and like, oh my God, like that happened to my mother-in-law. And here I am in this tunnel. And like, it could happen to me because paparazzi follow me everywhere. Like, be concerned about me. Be concerned about me. I need your attention. I want you all like, oh my God, could this happen again? Because she and I are like so equals. I don't know. That's the way, it's the vibe I get. She's incapable of delivering an authentic moment. And I would love it if she did. I'd like to have her on Hot Mics to sit down and be like, cut it out. Stop. When she'd start talking and saying, so this like wrapping gift room, stop, Megan, Let's start again. Say it. I'm insecure. I feel vulnerable. I don't understand why people say these things. Let's go. Talk to me about what hurts. Talk to me about what doesn't feel great. Stop giving me a line of bullshit. They say they want, I know that's the big argument, Joy. They want their privacy, but she's always out there. I get it. I know. Steve, did you find the music?
I think I got a little piece, a little stirring piece. It'll be
all
good.
right. In honor of Andrew, let's and ChatGPT's new commitment to erotica. This is called The Elevator Ride.
Oh, here we go.
The lobby of the Four Seasons was a hush of marble and air-conditioned calm, a place where the city outside seemed to stop at the revolving doors. Andrew saw Steve, this is Steve. Horrible.
I like it.
Oh, no. You
Really?
killed the mood for me and Andrew. Horrible. Dude, this is a sitar. There's too much going on. This is, it's not a tension builder. Nope. Steve,
I feel like you and Andrew are at the bar.
Steve.
All right.
Terrible.
All right.
On a 1 to 10, it's a -2. No, you know what we're going to do? We're going to sideline the elevator ride. And it's going to, tomorrow, I'm going to give you 24 hours to find something that fits a tension building type of mood like that. Would you agree? Whatever he had going on there, it was short notice, but.
I thought it had the bar. It was like the background music.
No, Larry has a question here. Billy, you're a journalist and a celebrity. I'm not really a celebrity. I always say I'm a person who interviews them or did. How do you balance the two with the paparazzi? Well, the paparazzi only show up in your weakest moment, right? If you have, like a scent on you of weakness or vulnerability, then they, like a pack of wolves, they find you. So, when I went through some things many years ago, they were outside my gate. They were up the street. I'm in this little house right here, this little pool. I had to get out of here. There was a period many years ago where I had to go out, down through the yard and around this little guest house, through my neighbor's yard and get picked up on a cul-de-sac, which is a different street, one street over, and then slide out of the neighborhood that way. So they never caught me when I went through the house. They just waited outside the gate. They followed, my mother-in-law was in town, put her in a car and took her to the airport. They followed her the whole way. It was like a tinted out, car and driver. They thought I was in there, followed her all the way to LAX until she got out. And they're like, I don't know, some old lady, but they're committed. So, but that's it. It's not like they're just around. There's too many people. They sit there with their zeitgeist meter, and who right now is going to sell? What publications are going to, a publication would love a nice picture of Billy Bush looking miserable right now, maybe fat because he's gotten, so sad or something. That would sell. But, sometimes if something great happens, it's usually when something terrible happens that the paparazzi are right or you're showing to be, like Meghan Markle is real bait right now. That's it. Yeah. Hey, they sit in front of plastic surgeon's office in Beverly Hills. They do. Oh my God, we got to talk about this probably later today because I had Dr. Ben Tele, one of the top facial plastic surgeons in the country. We had him on last week, but like right after we had him on, the pictures came out of Bradley Cooper. Holy God, dude, what a great looking guy! I have a great Bradley Cooper story. I was at Soul Cycle in Brentwood on the west side of LA. And this is many years ago, like maybe 12 years ago or something. And I'm at Soul Cycle and maybe a little less, but I come out of there and I'm standing in the parking lot, about to get into my car, and this motorcycle comes whipping in. This dude is in all black, like a ninja, leather suit, black helmet, black leather, black. Right up to me and goes, and stops right. I jump like this. I'm getting into my car. I'm like, holy shit, this guy on a motorcycle almost ran me over. And then, hey, man. And it was Bradley Cooper. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, dude? What did you just do? Oh, my God. Hey. And he's like, I was in the class with you. How you doing? I'm like, okay, great. Anyway, that was kind of fun. Something about Bradley Cooper. Yeah, Mary. He got his upper eyelids done. Well, that's what Ben Tilley said. Dr. Ben said, for men, if you're doing the facelift, and we know Brad Pitt did a home run of a facelift, a beauty. You can't do the eyes. Ben said, this thing right in here, like you can't do this. Women can do it. They've got softer skin. The men, it kind of hangs here. You can take the puff bags out. You can get rid of this, and you can do this, and you can do this in here, right? Get rid of that big neck that men get, the loose, dangling neck. But you cannot do the eyes. I'm not doing anything. Maybe, I can't imagine. Although you see Brad Pitt's facelift. You see Brad Pitt's facelift. And you say, how much is that? But I mean, I just don't know. Like, I'm okay to be old. So, couple of things. What's up with Kim Kardashian? Oh, my God. Sherry, you are not wrong. What's up with Kim Kardashian covering her face on the red carpet, the Academy Museum Gala? Like, I sent what I think the makeup artist canceled. Like, what is this? This is so silly. This tells me go get back together with Kanye. Like, this is a Kanye move. This, or Lady Gaga would do this. You're Kim Kardashian. What are you doing? Why are you covering that beautiful face? She had to have someone guide her around so she didn't trip over something. Like, this is crazy. Who spends the night covered up like this? And by the way, if you did makeup, why? Oh, man. Yeah, maybe she had a facelift and she's hiding it. I don't know. Do not touch that face, darling. What about Tom Brady? My stepmom thinks he's had a ton. Oh, I do think something's interesting with Tom. I don't know. I do know that we're launching a little bit of a Conversations with Quarterbacks series on Hot Mics, the afternoon program. Matthew Stafford. Let me get that right. It's not Matt. Some people say Matt. He prefers Matthew. Matthew Stafford, quarterback of the Los Angeles Rams, having a nice season again. What a great quarterback he is. Father of 4, just a great guy. Matthew Stafford will be our first conversation. And we're either going to do him this Wednesday or the following Monday. I can't remember. Steve will decide that. But the conversation will be within a week. We're going to get Aaron Rodgers for sure. I played golf with Aaron Rodgers like 3 months ago. It's me, Aaron Rodgers, Aaron's surgeon, who's a great friend of mine, Dr. Neil Elatrash, who did his Achilles heel. And he does many of the biggest athletes, a lot of baseball pitchers and shoulders and knees. And anyway, Dr. Neil Elatrash, Aaron, me, and Chris O'Donnell from Nashville 911 now. Anyway, that was our game. And, oh, God, yes. Baker Mayfield is on my hunt list. I'm going after, I think I've got a good in with Jackson Dart. We're going to get Jackson. I've got Jared Goff teed up second. He's good to go. So we'll go Matthew Stafford, and we're confirmed with Goff, which is a great story. The two of them switching teams like that worked out unbelievably and immediately for Stafford, who won the Super Bowl immediately after the switcheroo. But Goff has been fantastic in Detroit. Really like to see him get one. I think their team they have a good team. Josh Allen is definitely we're after Josh Allen for sure. God, Jalen Hurts, yeah, that's a good one too. Steve, I really want Drake May. I mean, really want Drake May from New England. So we're gonna just
Drake would be great, just as a young quarterback too.
go into that kid. That he is such a winner. He has got some energy on him that is
Amen.
contained energy too. Like he is. Like Dart is just a wild man, which I love because he's, it's fantastic.
Right.
I mean, after that ass kicking right there, after that total collapse, do you think Brian Daboll, coach of the Giants, gets fired? How do you blow? I mean, the coach, you got to put it. I understand, Jackson threw an interception over the middle. McTammany, whatever that guy's name is, our crap kicker, he shanked two. The coach can't, but the clock management, the timeouts, it's on Brian Daboll. I think you got to I don't know. This is the comment of the day. The Rock looks like Al Roker, just taller. What a compliment for Al, and what an absolute teardown for The Rock. Oh, my God. I love Baker Mayfield, too. Huge OU fan. Of followed. I just love when the fans are going after him and he's chirping back at them. Like, this guy is such an alley cat. He is such an alley cat. God, is he tough. I love that guy. Oh, the Steve Sarowitz audio has just been dropped. Yeah, let's get on that. It's time for a little. Steve, make a note of that. That's a big one. I watched a movie with Robin Wright Penn and Naomi Watts. I was so grossed out by it. It was called Adored. It should have been called Groomed. And my mom is a pedo. So saddened by them doing that. Oh, God, that sounds awful. You know what? Don't you get the feeling that's like, it just, content out there just gets weirder and weirder and darker and like we have to keep pushing those boundaries because it's like, it's the same reason why Charlie Sheen like turned the menu. It's just like, what's next? We just keep there's never any, we're inundated with pleasure, right? So like it has to get, what we consume has to get weirder. By the way, comment about Joe Flacco on the quarterback conversation. Steve, majorly, right? I love the Flacco. The Flacco win over the Steelers was massive. They called it the Icy Hot Bowl.
Flacco's a good one. Whole different story. Such a long career, a Super Bowl win. I mean, different angle. Wonderful stuff.
Yeah. What does this mean right here? Did Blake Lively's CD get released this morning? CD? Court something? I got to follow that. I don't know. I don't know what a CD is. I know a CR complaint, but that was back in the beginning. We will stay up on her for sure. She posted something nice with Ryan at the beginning of the weekend. They always seem to post up right when it's, time. Oh, court docs? I don't know, Mary. Mama, you have to, no lively shit, please. Monster. Oh, God. Yeah. She is. Although, we can do is we can text our friend Melanie Little and see. Melanie texted me over the weekend, too. She said, when you're in New York, we have to go out and hang out. She's got her boyfriend. She has a boyfriend. He'll come too. So don't get into this. There's no YouTube connections here. Would you ever play? I did play in the golf tournament in Tahoe. You're talking about the Century Classic on NBC. Yeah, the year that I was moving over to the Today Show. They invited me to play, and I did play. And I have I've got a great picture from that. I made a great birdie putt. I was playing in that, and I had a 12-foot like downhill right to left, and there was this this slightly full-figured African American woman sitting in a fold-up, like beach chair around the green, and she was screaming, "Billy Bush, Billy Bush!" I said, "Hey, how you doing?" She's like, "I love you, man." I said, "Okay, I love you too, babe." I said, "I'll tell you what, I got $100 bill right here if this putt goes in." That's how little confidence I have in myself with this big angler right here. She's like, "Put it in." I put this thing up and around, and it swoops down the hill, and it goes in for the birdie. She leaps out of the chair, this woman, and comes running across the green, and she picks me up, and she's like, and we're running around. It's so funny. And when the whole thing was over, I looked down. I had like 20 texts from guys going, "Dude, that woman is carrying you around like luggage." So of course I gave her the hundy, and that was it. The Baldwins have a golf tournament for their mom. Do you ever golf in it? Oh, hey, that's my way in with Alec. Alec is not a golfer. There's just no way that guy plays any golf. And I'm a decent one, so, that's what we can do. Steve, Bob Ross boxer briefs. Do we have Bob Ross boxer briefs? Oh, my God. That's my way in.
Paintings on our boxes.
Joy, that's my way in with Alec. I gotta get Alec. It's just, it's the monkey off my back, right? I mean, like, I'm not asking for the Pope. I'm asking for Alec Baldwin, but he just toys with me. I think he takes out his frustration in life on me. That's what I think. The Daily Stoic. Okay, October 20th. Let's read the Stoic. This is important for you today. It's from Marcus Aurelius. You have proof in the extent of your wanderings that you never found the art of living anywhere, not in logic, nor in wealth, fame, or in any indulgence, nowhere. Where is it then? In doing what human nature demands. How is a person to do this? By having principles be the source of desire and action. You know what that means? Don't just like flip the other side of the menu. Don't look for the latest, stimulation, the latest high, the latest thing to look at online that makes you feel bad. Like, don't look at something gross, stay off of porn, stay off of too much drink, stay off of too much, things. Its principles be the source of desire and action. Reading a book right now by Ray Dalio, the great investor, called Principles. And it's not just his principles on investing, because I'd love to learn those, but his principles for life. Like, what are your principles? And the other book that I'm reading is called State in Light. And it's this integration expert from the second psilocybin journey. After the second psilocybin journey, when I was like on the fritz, I was like thinking, what was all this about? He's the guy that's done the unpacking with me. His name is Keith Crossley, and he wrote State in Light. And it's these, maybe right now, I just finished the third chapter last night. It's why I stayed up. It may be the most important book I've ever read. It's shaping up that way. State in Light means basically enlightenment. So what I'm after with him, and Jessica Perez Bibi, you need to hear this. Where are you, Jessica Perez Bibi? There she is. Oh, I just wanted to see your name, Jessica. State in Light. How do we achieve enlightenment? And this is all about what I read about last night. This is so vital. The ego. And the first journey, we talked about the ego. How do you not silence the ego, but manage the ego? The ego, in short, is the inner voice. We all have the inner voice. It's always going. And you know what the ego loves? To tell stories of the past, to keep reminding you about the past, right? To keep you disabled by the past, right? It's always going. It's always negative. It's trying to, and this, the entire key to happiness and to being to free of all that is to manage the ego. Ego equals voice in the head. So that voice in the head that's going, that keeps you from swinging for the fences on something, or that tells you you're not good enough in some way, that voice in the head is not you. It's the ego. And the ego is not you. Who you are is the person, the thing that is observing the ego. So if you learn to observe the ego as it runs amok or tries to cause shit in your life, you are watching. You're not the voice in the head. That's not you. You got to learn to neutralize that thing, learn to separate from it. You'll never kill it, but separate from it, see it for what it is. There you go. My ego was crushed over the weekend. Went out with a 41-year-old. Joy? What? You went out with a 41-year-old? The place we went to was full of 20 and 30-year-olds. That will kill your ego real quick. Oh, my God. Now, did you make out in the car afterwards anyway, Joy? Did you, Chrissy? Huh? You have to look at like, wow, you, does that make you a cougar? I think it does. You have to look at like you are the cougar and they wish you looked like you, not that it kills your ego. Whatever you said, Mary. Whatever, okay? Oh my God. More details. Listen, young guy, I don't know what club we're at here, but I think we should slide out to your truck and park somewhere and make out like banshees. What do you think? I hope that happened. I don't know. No, it was not a date. Oh, why are you going out with if you said you were going out with a 41-year-old, not a date? Here I am. I'm doing the whole cigarette thing. It was a girl. Oh, wow, Joy, this is coming at us fast and furious here. I'm not ready for any of this. So that happened. You went to the other side of the menu. What is going on here? I thought it was just Sheen. And then we have Andrew following me into the hotel. Nah, I know. Yeah, she was just with a girlfriend. They said, you know what? Let's go out and get a cocktail. All these, oh, yeah. But just think about my 82-year-old mother-in-law in a line dancing place, and these 5 Australian men, like Thunder from Down Under, has her circled. And she's like, okay. And at like 11 o'clock, my ex-wife, Sydney's like, Mom, do you want to go? And she's like, no. I'm like, oh, my God. 12 o'clock. Mom, do you want to go? No. She was having way too much fun. Jumping menus. Oh, my God. Not with mitts. Oh, no. I play with bats, not with mitts. Joy. Oh,
that's really good. That's really good.
Wow. That's strong right there. Oh, my God. Well, here's Carol with a serious one. I posted earlier that the Israelis are looking into psilocybin treatments for PTSD for hostages and soldiers. Well, that's a very good thing to look into. Dr. Dan Kelly, who was with us on the first psilocybin episode, I'm going to get him back. And also Elon, my facilitator, we're going to get him back. I may even think about Keith Crossley to join us as well. But we're going to tape that up on Tuesday, may run it Wednesday, may run it at the end of the week. I don't know, but it's coming up. We're doing it this week for sure. Psilocybin episode number 2. We're going all in, and I think it's only fair, right? Since we did the first one. So that's what we got to do, right? You got to see it really. I think this, you get the journey you need, not the one you want. This puts it all into perspective. Just in case there's anyone out there thinking that this kind of thing is about, leaves you pooping rainbows and that's it. because that's not the case. So that's coming up. Yeah. Absolutely unvarnished, vulnerable. The whole thing will tell the story. It's going to be amazing. Steve, I'm so happy for you and Drake May and Jackson. Looking forward to talking, but we'll settle in there, and I see a great future. But boy, that was the biggest collapse ever. Tonight, I'm going to kick back and I'm going to watch Baker Mayfield, because I think no matter what team you pull for, you got to love the fight in that dog, baby. All right, we're out. Steve, we need good music for tomorrow because we got the elevator ride starring Andrea, the female, just because that's how I roll. The other side of the menu from Andrew, okay?
I like it.
I
like it a lot.
We out. That was good. Go Bucks. I think so too. I really love the Buccaneers.